I ain't mad at you, no. What's up? This your boy, Danny Boy, and guess what you're about to do? You're about to plug into the Auxiliary Podcast. Let's go.
It's the Auxiliary. It's the Auxiliary. It's the Auxiliary. It's the Auxiliary. Oh, you cannot talk to me if you are not plugged into the Auxiliary. You cannot talk to me if you are not plugged into the Auxiliary. It's the Auxiliary, and it's the Auxiliary. It's the Auxiliary, it's the Auxiliary. It's the Auxiliary, plug in the Auxiliary. It's the Auxiliary, in the Auxiliary. You cannot talk to me if you are not plugged into the Auxiliary. It's the Auxiliary. You cannot talk to me if you are not plugged into the Auxiliary.
Good day, my people. I am your host, Tommie B.
I am your host, Liz Toussaint.
And I'm your host, Toxic.
And we are the Auxiliary Podcast.
We the plug. You plugged in, you dig? Let's go.
So I'm excited today that we have an amazing vocalist, songwriter, performer, author, father, and man of God who is right here from Chicago.
Absolutely.
And he is one of the most genuine people that you can ever experience in every area
Yes, sir.
of his life.
Yes, sir.
We will be having a wonderful conversation about all things human on today with none other than Death Row's former prince, Danny Boy.
What's up, y'all? What's up? That's so dope.
Yes, sir.
That sounds like Pastor's anniversary. I like how that sounds.
DB in the
Yes.
place.
What's up, everybody?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I'm so excited to have you.
I am too.
And I'm excited to
Yes.
dive into this. How are you feeling today?
I am well. I'm blessed to be breathing, and I'm excited to talk to y'all as family, friends at the
Yes, sir.
table.
So,
Yay.
And I love the concept, and I'm blessed to be here. So
If there is tissue in the space, we need to bring some closer to us. Because I foresee somebody crying. It might be me, but I just, I don't want my makeup running. So if we can get some tissue in the space. First, I want to say that I am one of your biggest fans.
so dope. Somebody's been doing me since I was a short.
So Danny, I met Danny when in the part of your life when you were doing the high school tours. Do you remember that? You said, I remember.
Wow.
It was
I
quite
missed them tours.
exciting. It was quite exciting because Danny would walk out and the scream.
Hold on, is this pre-Death Row?
Oh,
This
no,
is Death
This
Row.
is Death Row.
Oh,
This is
during
Death
that time
Row.
when I came
I
out.
Ain't Mad at You was already out.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Pac was gone.
Yep.
And you were home.
Yeah.
And everybody was excited
Man.
because you had experienced something we all dreamed of. From an artist standpoint.
Right.
From a consumer standpoint, you was fine
Wow.
and you
Had
could
some
sing.
hair then.
He had some hair. Look, he had these glasses
Thank you.
with one dark up here and one dark on the bottom.
Yeah.
And when you took them off, you couldn't see nothing.
You remember way too much.
So I just want to say that as I grew as an artist, you were one of the people that I aspired to show up as.
Oh, wow. Thank you. That's so dope.
So amazingly dynamic
That's so
at
dope.
such a young age. You know what I'm saying? The song, my favorite song by you is the song with Babyface. You know what song I'm talking about?
It's over now.
It's over
Wow.
now. That was my jam.
Wow.
So, okay, enough of me gushing. What do you remember? Like, what were you experiencing? And you talked about it a little bit in your book, because we're going to talk about Stranded on Death Row.
Yes.
And in your book, you discussed that time. What were you really experiencing? You were getting all of the screams and everything, but what was going through your mind in that period of your life?
Well, as you were speaking, I signed to Death Row when I was 15 years old, as you know, and some may not know. I signed when I was 15 years old, coming from the west side of Chicago with just aspirations and aspiring to sing and dreams of singing. I come from a singing family, and most of my family had done gospel music. But I always, like, it was one time my grandmother came home from a concert, a gospel concert, and I just said, I want to be in the music business. I'm gonna be a singer, and I got up and I sang, and ever since then. But just to have the opportunity to do what I did, coming from the west side of Chicago, and that just being a dream, and just being in the choir singing and wanting it so bad, and within 2 years, possibly things changing in my life, where I'm in California, never been on an airplane. You know what I mean? Never been out of the state.
Wow,
No,
right.
well, I've been to Detroit, but that ain't nowhere. That's like being right next door.
Mhm.
You know, but to get a chance to go to the West Coast, I felt like I got off the airplane and entered into a movie scene. It was like a full movie set. The palm trees
Right.
and you know the car service waiting downstairs with my name on a paper. You know, I think that's the most thing
We
that
all look
stood
forward
out.
to that. Right.
It was, you know, it was
We all
Jackson,
look forward
Jackson,
to
Lim-
it.
Jackson Limit. It was Jackson Limos, and it just said Danny Boy on it. And I was like, what the hell?
We
They
all
here to
look
get
for
me, and it wasn't a CTA bus. My grandma was saying, come downstairs for church.
Right.
You know, just to have some of those things of riding in a limo, and it wasn't a funeral. You know what I mean? Was something, and then to get a chance to work with Babyface.
Yeah.
Man,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I went in the studio, I had a cold. And, I went in, I tried to give him Toxic with no, I don't know if I could do it today. And
Right.
before you know it, Toxic made me record 4 songs.
But not most songs.
In one day.
Yeah, in one day. But the same thing with Babyface. I went in the studio, I had a cold that day. And as he was coming out, I knew it was going to be serious because a U-Haul truck pulled up. It was like the size of a U-Haul truck. Box truck pulled up, and it was full of guitars.
Wow.
Because Babyface was going to play this part on It's Over Now. But
That's
he
crazy.
he had them pull up with all these guitars, and they just kept pulling out all these guitars and him playing to make sure that he got the sound
Got
that
the
he
right
wanted.
sound.
And
That's
so I
crazy.
knew that it was going to be a serious session.
Oh yeah.
And oh my God, when I went in there and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Today, man. He's like, nah, you doing this today.
Hey, it's
You
going
need to
down.
Going to
I
booth.
just pulled out 200 guitars.
I got punked by Babyface.
So why was you saying you weren't gonna be able to do it today?
Man, first off, I was hoarse, and then I think just the thought of working with Babyface. I think it just locked me up vocally. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm not going in there and
No, I got you.
oh shit. 4 hours later, 5 hours later, we still in there, and to have that opportunity was amazing.
And Babyface still killing too. To this
Still killing,
To
writing
this
and
day,
doing like that, man. I couldn't. Well, we paid for it, but I couldn't. I couldn't pay to revisit that moment.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was such an
The
incredible.
whole guitar thing,
Yeah.
that's an amazing thing for me to hear too. Like, damn, that's
Well, that
amazing.
just show you the level
They
of
backed that.
professionalism.
They backed that thing.
Yeah.
They kept bringing guitars. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that would have took me about 200
But
guitars.
definitely a dope experience.
So, because our podcast is about Chicago legacy and like building up Chicago, I would like to spend some time on education.
Good.
And the things that you've learned. Now, in your book, you talked about royalties
Yes.
and money that has been owed to you.
Mhm.
Give us like a little bit of information about what you experienced when it came to royalties at Death Row. Because you performed on I Ain't Mad At You.
Yes.
And a couple of other records, and you were not paid for them.
So I performed on about 6 of the records off of the All Eyes on Me album. I did some more on the Machiavelli album, and obviously other songs that Tupac and I recorded.
That still ain't out.
That's probably never been released.
Gotcha.
Wow.
And as far as records is concerned, I cut a lot of records over in my tenure on Death Row. I cut a lot of records, more than 100, more than 200 songs, literally, because I lived in the studio.
Got it.
Every day.
I'm sorry, was a lot of these songs yours, or were they like collaborations, or?
So probably about 100 and some songs, 150 at least, were my songs.
What?
Of working with just different producers and artists. Portrait. I mean, so many different artists. If they were hot of the 90s, should make sure that he had them at least in the studio with me once. I got records with Dallas Austin that's never been heard with so many people. And the thing is at that time, I prostituted my gift more.
Got it.
Because I was excited to jump in front of the microphone, excited to just be in the booth and do, what artists love doing, what we love doing, just getting in the mic and just, I don't know anything about royalties. And it took for hard moments for me to kind of to even question, why am I hungry and my music is being played on the radio?
Right.
You know what I mean? Why, now Suge Knight is not here, after the demise of Death Row, and I'm no longer around them, and these songs are being played. And at that time, when I learned it, it was more from being phone when it was a ringtone.
Got you.
I was concerned that a lot of people was walking around with my ringtone that they were paying for, and I wasn't receiving
no money. Yeah,
the dividends from it.
So, I'm sorry. The obvious question for me is, what happened to those songs? Do you have access to those songs? And I mean, so what's the deal with that?
Yeah. So what I did was, after attending Death Row University for a while, and after not trusting just that I'm like a son to Suge Knight and just listening to those things, I started reading for myself.
Right.
And I think that's what we, as artists, we started lacking on the business 101.
We don't get to that point.
We don't get to that point until we get fucked over.
Yeah.
And by that time I was looking at it, but I caught it right at a great time because nobody had been paid. So I was already pretty good at articulating what I want.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't have a problem with that on the business end. And I think I was about maybe 17 or 18 years old where I put a cease and desist letter together.
Really?
And I certified that letter and sent it to Interscope Records, and it held up over about $400 million. And
shit.
I didn't have any rights to I Ain't Mad at You or any of the songs that I worked on.
Right.
But because I had participated on the record, I was able to put a cease and desist letter on, and nobody was able to get paid.
For how long?
That was on for about a year.
Wow.
And they had to come to me and give me the minimum.
Wow.
And they came to me and gave me the minimum. And those are some of the things that I spoke about in previous interviews when I spoke, about Afeni Shakur, rest in peace. Some things that I was kind of just upset about because, even at that time I was still young in the business and still learning. And I went for the minimum because at the end of me signing, when I received those agreements at that time, they said that I would receive basically what was owed to me if I would just go ahead and just sign agree to this small percentage to I Ain't Mad at You, agree to this small percentage, to Picture Me Rolling and these other songs that I did. And I never seen any of that money that we signed to even at that time.
I'm sure, yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Wow.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
And so one of the ways that you spoke about how they dealt with the royalties was by removing your vocals from one of the songs and having John B.
Yeah, so I said that, and there was some discrepancies because everybody was like, "Oh, I seen John say some things." I sung so many songs, man, on Pac album, and later heard other people singing
doing it. Yep.
You know what I mean? And I didn't know anything about I was supposed to get credit for writing something.
Gotcha.
I'm just in there. Pac,
Wow.
Pac will walk in the booth. There was
He
an
just
A and a
working.
B studio, and I'm in A, he's in B, and he'll walk in there while I'm recording. Hey, nigga, come here, I got this cold shit. Come get on the mic.
Right.
I go in there
Regular
just,
shit.
I go in there and sing and leave out of the booth, and not thinking anything of it. And
So the one with John B, Are You Still Down? Is that
yes,
the one
yes.
you returned? Yep.
Yeah. And
So you said that he literally followed your vocals tit for tat.
yeah,
And so
y'all gonna
I
make John mad at
listened
me.
to it. I listened to it, and it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It is. You have a specific signature,
Wow. Thank
and
You could
he
tell it was
doing
Danny in there.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, I can definitely hear Danny.
Yeah,
singing this.
that's
It
so
was
See,
good.
this is
quite
another reason why we
interesting.
do this also, because a lot of people come here and take our shit, man.
Yeah.
And don't give us the credit that we deserve.
Well,
for what we do.
I used to be like, man, they taking our shit. But, Chicago has always been on the trend setting side.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I don't mind about being the teacher and, students are,
I'm with you.
they pick things and I learned from someone. There's someone that's teaching me and there's still people that teach me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So what we get is meant for us, to pass down.
Absolutely.
The hurting part is being looked over.
Exactly.
It's never been.
And that's my point.
It's never been take from me. It's always been just don't forget about.
Don't forget about me. That's the point. And I think that's what we always talk about Chicago culture, because they take our shit, then don't give us the credit.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't mind you taking it or mind you biting off the
We all
shit that
borrow
we're doing
from each other.
But at least say, I got this shit from this.
Yeah.
I got that shit from this. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Which we gon', man, it's so much through the course of what we gonna be talking about through the course of the auxiliary podcast, where we gonna find out a lot of shit that was taken from us, and and we're gonna hear it from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
now we know John B. basically took sung on the
Shout
song
out to
and
John
took
B.
your vibe. Shout out to John
We
B.
love you, John. I know it wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the people that was running things.
It was the way it was, but at least we know these things now. You know,
And when I started making noise about not being paid and things like that, I was taking off of a lot of stuff. And
No, I'm sure.
you know, even they put out an All Eyes on Me movie, if that's what we want to call it.
Yeah,
Right.
You know, shout out to the homeboy LT.
Yeah,
He the homie. He put the movie together, but he also dropped the ball for not putting your real homie in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I don't understand, you know, how you could shoot an All Eyes on Me out movie
And
not have Danny Boy,
Right.
you know, depicted in it.
I mean the biggest songs,
which is cool because my relationship, you know, I had my relationship with LT and who he was and those people and the other people on the label, but my relationship with Pac was my relationship. So I didn't expect anybody else to blow me up and believe in me like he did.
It's the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary.
In today's world, you need to be able to dabble a little bit in everything.
The beatdown is giving producers, the writers, and the rappers a certain time frame to come up with some amazing music.
What I'm looking for in an artist is an artist that knows where they want to go.
You gotta understand, bro, I listen to so many beats. When I tell you your shit ain't hot, it's probably not hot.
What I want artists to take away from these challenges is the ability to be the best artist they can be.
I just want to be included in barbershop conversations.
I have to think long term, doing all the small steps to being great, like putting in my 10,000 hours.
We're trying to help artists and producers see themselves in these challenging situations, like how you would go through in the music industry.
As a real producer or as a real artist, whatever, you're gonna quit 1,000 times. What makes you that producer, what makes you that artist is how you done got back up.
I had a lot of issues with fearing failure and rejection, so I never took a lot of chances, and I regret a lot of that.
You have real life, and then you have, you know, the career.
I feel like I'm just now getting into a space where I'm like confident in who I am and what I bring to the table.
I think it's just like a constant climb to like compete with yourself, but also be happy with the fact that you were able to finish something.
Yo, what up? It's your man Twister right here, and I just got one important question for you. Can you survive the beatdown?
It's the auxiliary.
Talk about that relationship with Pac though. Like, what was that like? And give us, you know, saying some information about that.
From the time Pac got out of jail, it was like, you know, first off, I think Suge was one of my number one fans.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, on the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care who came up, he would always, man, DB,
Put you
sing
in front of
something.
him,
Man,
right.
say it was like, you know, your mama when you was little, your daddy put
sing
you up.
something for
Everybody
the
at the
people,
house at the barbecue. You know, hey, DB, come here.
Right.
Come here, nigga.
Right.
You get to shaking the man, sing something.
I was born by the river.
That's one thing people didn't know about Suge. Suge like a lot of old school music.
Yeah.
Like he ride around, listen to the stylistics, the shy lights, and
Got you. Most
man,
people
so
would think he
man,
listen to all
yeah,
thugs.
you know, and he would tell me, you know, we would sit in the car and he'd be like, man, all right, you come on, you know that next part, I'm gonna give you $1,000. And my daddy was born in 1926, so everybody know.
Wow.
Gotcha.
1926,
26.
my dad was born on December the 25th. Wow. And so I grew up in church with my mom and my grandma, but I grew up in a tavern
Wow.
with my daddy. So I grew up on a jukebox. Like I sat on top of the jukebox while I seen the needle. hit
Well,
the
yeah, me
motherfucking
too.
record. I seen the
know about that
motherfucker
too.
lift.
Yeah, and
and
go
move
over to put the
and
record
fall
on.
on
goddamn.
it. I seen that like from top.
Pool hall.
You know, the pool hall. You
Yeah, the
understand?
pool hall.
Like I've been smelling old style beer since a shorty.
Yeah, real
Like, you know
talk.
what I mean? So some of those things that, you know, even with moving through this music stuff, I contribute that to my dad.
Gotcha.
You know? And then being able to go around those dudes, you know,
absolutely.
and learning on the West Coast and learning some of the things.
There was an area in your book where you talked about the difference between your friends, or not the difference, but from your friends going from laughing with you to laughing at you.
Yeah.
And I noticed that you said that when you fell on, you had this crew together,
Yeah.
and y'all was supposed to be looking out for each other as
KO,
brothers.
committee.
And then when you fell on hard times, they turned their back on you. And
Absolutely.
then Ray J said that there was a rumor that you were strung out on drugs. You went back to Chicago.
Man, I went to New York, and I went to a barbershop that we usually at all the time. And I'm at the barbershop, and the guys just sitting around, and man, the dude kept going, man, you look good, man. You look good for what you've been through. And I'm like, thank you. I'm thinking he's talking about the whole death row.
For what you've been through.
I'm thinking he's talking about the whole death row
You ain't
shit.
paying attention.
And he's saying, he studied saying this shit, and I'm studying like thanking him, you know, thanking him. And then, you know, the shop closed, so everybody started rolling their blunts up. And old boy was like, man, you don't mind about nobody smoking around? I'm like, nah, I'm finna smoke too. So I started rolling up too. And so as I'm rolling up, getting ready, he's like, so man, you smoke? You smoke after all you've been through? And I'm like, what the fuck he keeps saying after all you've been through? What do you keep talking about after all you've been through? And he was like, yeah, man. He's like, tell him, nigga, tell him. So the one dude in the shop was like, tell him. He told him.
That's for you.
He told him, it was said that Ray J had told them that I was strung out in Chicago. I had been working in a funeral home, which was true.
Mm-hmm.
But I was strung out on drugs real bad. And you know, and then the dude was like, tell him the rest of it. By this time, I'm hitting the blunt. I'm like, nigga, I ain't never did no drugs, but okay. I'm in the blunt. And he's like, tell me the rest of it. I'm like, yeah, tell me the rest of it. And then he's like, yeah, and Ray J say you tried to turn him out.
Wow.
Say what? So I think that kind of
now so that they said, so this was obviously like they just making some shit up, or just some shit they making up, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, why would they even come to that conclusion?
So, you know, at this time, you know, I was adopted by Suge.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, you know, people had a lot of respect for me at that time when Suge was getting that respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know, these were my friends that I'm hanging around. You know what I mean? When people started, when Death Row started being investigated, a lot of them, you know, didn't talk to me no more.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And Ray J didn't talk to me no more. And, you know, and then he would tell people, man, we were never friends. And,
oh, wow.
you know, and this and that. And I was kind of surprised.
Right.
You know, and then Ray J took a point where at one point, Ray J was trying to sign a Death Row, and he was over there with Suge. And, you know, so I just kind of started noticing all of the, you know, the Hollywood shit.
Hollywood shit.
that I just don't like. So I kind of I spoke on it in the book, and I spoke out loud even in the barbershop. I started telling on, since we telling, man, I ain't trying to turn you out. You did this to him, and he did this. And
wow.
So I started telling, and they got mad.
So what did you say? What'd he do?
I ain't gonna say that. You know, I'm gonna be a little nice, because, you know, but I just started saying, you know, don't try to put the gay thing on me. All of us kind of been in a position of, if we're gonna call somebody gay, all of us has been in the gay room. Is what I if it, you know,
gotcha.
And they was trying to throw it on me. You know what I mean? I guess because I was around Suge, and, you know, even with that, like even me putting out the book Stranded on Death Row, you know, that was hard. That was one of the hardest things for me to talk about in there, because I got kids, I got,
right,
you know, women that I've dated in the past and friends, but I talked about it because I didn't want nobody else like him to try to put anything else on me. I've always been a person, like, I tell on myself, like, you know what I mean? Like, because a lot of people don't stand up to who they are and what they truly believe, not just on the sexual side, like whether it's who you're going to vote for, or whether it's, you know what I mean, what you don't like. I'm going to tell you if I don't like something. And if you don't like it, that's something you need to deal with.
How difficult was that whole process for you? Because obviously it came out later, you know what I'm saying? And I know you spoke to me about some things, and like way back then, you was like, Suge was like, do this because this will sell, and did type shit. And how difficult was that process for you though? Like, and
what, coming out?
Yeah, just coming out. Like,
I wish I would have at times I wish I would have kind of saved it for a little while, because at the moment it became popular.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? At first when I did it, you know, I had family and friends that stopped talking to me, and people that I grew up with that didn't want to talk to me. Like, I just instantly got this disease of being gay.
Gotcha.
and they didn't want to be around me any longer.
Are you saying you would have rather waited until
I should have waited till the popularity until the bag came? Because I give a shit about what a motherfucker think. You know what I mean?
Now you do. Like you really
damn,
on that shit.
Lil
now.
Nas took my shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
ran with it, goddamn.
Sucking dick and doing all that is famous now. Like,
hell no. It's the popular thing to do.
So, and then your favorite rapper now is doing it. So,
Who's that? Who's my
everybody, all favorite rappers. Look at these niggas' mouths and look at these niggas how they acting.
Look at their mouths.
I'm just saying, maybe I'm not blaming. I'm not blaming on everybody, but I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not gonna let everybody blame it on me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He said, "Look at these niggas' mouths."
When they were saying to me,
crazy work right now.
And your favorite rapper out here got skirts on and purses and back. Like, the shit make me not even want to be gay sometimes. These niggas got more bags than baby mamas. Like,
yeah, they making bread off that shit.
Yeah, so it's popular now. So I don't know what y'all gonna do 2038 or some shit.
Yeah, the new thing, but the new thing,
some new shit out.
The new thing, you know, niggas be
dating a monkey.
Niggas be niggas be rocking purses.
Like, these are things I was scared of that I really got death threats over. When I came out, it was people telling me, man, I'm gonna blow your shit, you faggot, this and that. And, you know, said all kinds of things.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
And even people like Wack 100. I hate to say things because I don't want to give him, any props on y'all show. But him saying, like, I seen something again that came up on the algorithm, and he was like, he caught me in, him and Suge caught me in some guy giving fellatio. And I'm like, damn, this dude is the weirdest nigga.
Wow.
Because he know all of, like, you are the gay police.
You know all the gay stuff.
You are the gay governor, though. You're like, you are elected. Like,
the gay governor.
You the gay governor.
Is he gay?
The gay governor.
I mean, I don't know if because I don't like truck drivers. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he gay or not.
You know what?
Secondly, it's, he's just not my type. And no, I don't know if he gay, but I seen a video of him laying on his stomach naked. And being videoed. So I don't know what that was about. You know, with your booty out, and then it was like on one of the social medias, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did more gay shit than me to the public than I did. I'm just telling y'all that I'm that. I ain't show nobody nothing. Y'all ain't see me kiss nobody.
I
or nothing.
knew when Danny Boy was invited to this podcast,
it was gonna be real.
Very honest.
It was gonna be real.
It's the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary. Woo! Auxiliary.
On page 208, if you happen to go out and get the book.
Shit, I don't even remember the numbers, but go ahead. What verse? 288, what verse?
What verse?
I know the chapter. What verse?
Chapter 20. Is that an 8? Because I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah,
chapter 28. Party in the Closet is the name of this
Oh,
chapter.
it's a lot of parties in the closet.
So-
What's that talking about?
Now that we know about the Diddy parties.
Wow.
Did you go?
To a Diddy party?
Yeah.
Nah, they didn't invite me.
Why?
Because
I
he
know,
too honest.
first off, I was on
Look
it. You know,
at this nigga. He done told.
even when it comes to the Hollywood stuff, like I thought a lot of people wasn't dealing with me because, oh, he's gay, and it really wasn't that.
Ain't that?
I was telling.
You was telling. You too
If
honest.
I'd have shut up,
yeah, you would have been in.
I'd have been invited.
You'd have been
I think.
invited.
I wasn't going to no shit though. All that baby oil and.
Do you think it was baby oil or something else?
Nah, I mean, come on, nobody got that much. You know how
How much
long?
baby-
I
that's
grew up with a
probably-
bottle of baby oil, the same bottle.
The same bottle still exists.
That shit, you know how much, you know what you got to do.
I said baby oil.
Baby oil.
He said,
I am telling you, and I just told y'all who I am. We ain't got that much baby oil.
Yeah.
So Diddy is just a party.
Gideon.
It's just a party
The
at
diddler.
Hollywood because you described parties.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that Diddy's party wasn't one of the
Sir,
parties
first
you
off, and even that
described.
too, Hollywood, we ain't go to them kind of parties that we starting to hear these allegations.
Gotcha.
You know, first off, it's you know, I'm saying it in a joking manner, but you know, and you know, that's something that he has to deal with. I'm just going by what they're saying. Taking something from people and putting shit in people drink and some shit in some baby oil to make them, you know, turn them up and all of that shit. You know, that ain't no Chicago shit, I guess, and it ain't no LA shit. That ain't what I learned in LA. We had the baddest out there in LA. Like, you know, motherfuckers was flying out there to put people in their video.
Mm-hmm.
So they were firsthand to us. And we didn't have to put shit in drink. Shit, you open that drink yourself.
Right.
That's your bottle.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's a little more cool. And nor do I think I was hanging around people that, if they knew you were doing stuff like that,
Gotcha.
it was a violation.
So are you saying that you think that these allegations are true or false?
Well, so some of these things I had already spoke about in my book. You know what I mean? When I said, you know, there was a bounty out on $75,000 bounty out on anybody that was on death row. And then later Tupac died. So some of the murder charges, like, you know, I'm not trying to pin murder on them, but if they said something about it, like, that ain't nothing that's like a surprise. You know what I mean? They threw all of those they threw the monster mask on Suge.
Gotcha.
And it made him look like, you know, he was a local next door boy person.
Yeah,
But he
because and the part about it that shocks me is that, you know, I've had a few times I was in the studio with Puff, right? And my experience with that, I can't see that person that they talking about, right? However, the person that they depicted that Suge was, now that I'm looking at what they depicted that Puff was, and then other people are saying it, it's like almost like it's flipped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
I mean, you heard a lot of things. You heard Suge and them whooping some ass and beating niggas up everywhere they go, but you don't, like, those are things like a woman.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we respect.
Oh yeah.
We respect that to the epitome. Like, you know what
you
I'm
don't
saying?
hit
Like,
you don't put your hands on
not
a
doing
woman,
that, bro.
Period.
Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Number one.
So I'm gonna say that when you get this book,
Go read it.
on page 140.
I stayed in trouble.
Yeah. On page 140 is where you talked about Puffy had a bounty out for death row medallions, and he was paying $75K.
75,000.
The would-be thieves knew that they were going to have to hurt or kill someone in order to get the chain.
Absolutely.
So is that what caused the fight in the Las Vegas hotel?
So I'm hearing that it was over a death row chain that they tried to snatch from one of the other homies.
Gotcha.
But, like, you know, after I think one of Suge homies got killed in Atlanta at a party, at one of Puffy's parties, and, you know, that's when things kind of started getting heated. And then when Pac was talking about coming to death row, you know, that's when we went into having to wear bulletproof vests.
Gotcha.
And having armed security around, like, damn near 24 hours a day. So it's not things that, you know, that was rumored. You know what I mean? And it wasn't, you know, that we were scared, but this was things that was this was our reality. We was putting this on because these people had bounties out on people that looked like they was from Death Row Records.
Got it.
That is, you know, for me, I mean, you know, I'm an industry nigga, you know what I'm saying? I've been around, but certain shit I wasn't privy to and didn't hear about in the way that you probably heard about it. But knowing that you was inside and saying these type of things, that shit is, to me, even when I hear it now, it's like, it's the most shocking shit that I could hear. You know what I'm saying? That motherfuckers was really rolling around on Puff and them side doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was the other way around. And I think the whole world thought that way. You feel me?
Yeah.
They ain't think no
That's
shit
why
like
this
that.
whole Puff shit came as a surprise to the people that's not in the industry.
Yeah, because they like, damn, he ain't seem like that type
Right.
of motherfucker. You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
after he started doing all this brother love shit and started changing.
Well, you know, that's when I seen it.
Okay.
Niggas don't go to that brother love shit until after they done fucked over a lot of brothers.
Got you.
You know, I didn't see the part of, you know, all of the parties.
Right.
But we seen this person on the artist side.
Right.
We seen this person destroy artists and family. That destroy families. Our gift make room for us. This is what we work to do. And we seen a lot of artists that was signed over there in that situation, just like Suge, that was in that situation that didn't eat from that. The only person that ate is Puffy. The only person that celebrated and threw parties, those parties was on the account of other people's gifts.
Yeah.
And that got to be paid for.
Absolutely.
There's a price for that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of stories
Yeah.
about it. It's a
Wow.
lot of stories about that.
Wow. 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 That perspective is crazy, man, because it's just eye-opening. You know what I'm saying? Like to hear it from you know what I'm saying? Knowing that you was really engaged in that whole process
And
of
it's
what
sad.
was going on and
It's
shit.
sad
You
to see
feel
it
me?
happen. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
nobody want to see a brother that's done as much as he's done, and much as even Suge has done, be locked away for the rest of their lives.
None of them, man.
wanna see that
But it's
happen
hard to blow up balloons and rally. You know, I'm not one of them niggas that say free Pookie
Right.
and go get t-shirts for a dumbass nigga that did some dumb shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm the wrong nigga.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you know, a nigga was breaking in my truck a week ago. I put the foo-fops on his ass, called the police. Niggas like, you calling the police? Yeah, this nigga finna go to jail after I just whooped
After I
that
whooped his ass, he going to jail.
Yeah, and you calling the police? That ain't no street shit, nigga. I ain't street, nigga. I got a
I'm a civilian.
FOID card, motherfucker. My
Hey,
shit
who
is
said
clear.
that?
I'm
That's
a real
Charleston
civilian.
White. Charleston White said, I'm a
Yeah,
civilian.
he funny as hell. Yeah. I'm trying to be no street nigga, man. I sing Love God. That's it.
Yeah, one of my guys is a Muslim, and he always tell me like a lot of guys they try to turn to the nation, you know, when they get in trouble. When
Most
shit
niggas
pop
that go
off.
to jail.
But he said what the minister say is this: if you do what you do and you did the crime, you got to do the time.
That's right.
Nation ain't finna support none of that shit.
Yeah, come over here. Now
you coming over here with that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't finna support none of that shit.
So staying where we were in the energy of that time frame, right? During the East Coast, West Coast rivalry. You guys are in Vegas. You said that you believe a lot of that was due to beef over women.
Yeah.
Can you explain
Shit, most shit that go on.
Is
even in my hood.
War started.
Everywhere it started over some pussy.
Over y'all.
Some pussy started it. Yeah.
So what would be the solution?
All
for
niggas be
that?
wanting to fuck the same pussy. It's one hole to niggas. Niggas think that one hole is theirs.
It's the best hole.
And
And the only hole.
Gotta get that hole. It belong to her.
One hole is theirs.
It belong to her. He had it last, but I gotta take it from him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they
That's
want.
deep.
That's sick as shit.
Yeah, because you said in the book that Suge's way of getting back at most people was taking their
Dick
girl.
war.
Dick wars.
Dick wars.
Wait, he'll go fuck somebody, bitch?
Oh, nigga, them niggas be riding around in LA looking for their girl. Shit, they be busting out windows in their girl cars.
Going out looking for a girl.
Yeah, they girl. Yeah, because Suge done took her.
Got you.
We called him the Hulk. We come down, snatch her ass up, go fly away.
And they just roll
Eagle
with
Man.
him. They just roll with him.
Yeah, who ain't rolling with 100? At that time, 100, 200 million. Hell, I was watching my girl. That's the nigga that got the money, $200 million. And the people that I seen him with that had husbands, that was in relations with somebody else, shit.
Damn.
Not if he said it.
So the story that I heard mostly in the blogs was that it was an issue between Pac and Biggie, and it was over Faith.
I don't think that.
However,
Yeah.
from what I read in your book,
Yeah.
it seems like it was Puffy and Suge, and it was over Misa.
Nah, so I think it was just a little bit of whatever personal beef Biggie and Pac had, they were friends. I didn't know Pac, when they knew each other. And I don't get in niggas that's friends business, like, let's say business, right?
Mhm.
But when it became the whole East Coast, West Coast thing, that was Suge and Puffy. Ego being mixed more into it because Suge was more of the street person. You know what I mean? That people would, when it came to street shit, that they looking at him, you know what I mean? And all of us had our muscle from being around this person that had muscles in the street.
Mm.
But nah, he was the strength of that. And I think just from being around Death Row and who we were around, we kind of reaped a lot from that.
Mhm.
But when it comes to like the women, that the dick wars, I like to say, starts when Suge is trying to get back at him. I could do a whole book of the naked women that I've seen in Suge room. That damn, what you doing here? I didn't see Kamala, but I did see other people.
You know what, you silly. So basically, he did what he was doing on the streets with other niggas' chicks, he did that shit in the industry too.
Oh, for sure.
With niggas, yeah.
For sure.
Wow.
It was hard for me to watch a lot of TV shows and listen to a lot of records.
Uh-oh. Now you might have to say some shit.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Who?
I'm so stressed.
Give me one name.
Like what?
Of a motherfucker that should kind of fuck with that, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That
Y'all gonna think I'm Wack 100 if I start doing that.
You don't have to do
you don't gotta do it.
Jasmine Guy. Okay. Oh, that's the last one. Oh. I'm just playing.
Okay, so read the book.
Okay.
Read the book.
Read the book and you'll find out what stressed me out about Danny and Mary J.
Yeah, because that's a wild.
And apparently it stressed out KC from Jodeci as well.
Yeah, KC's a bitch.
Okay.
But we can move from past that.
No, we can stay on that.
I have no respect for that.
No, we can stay on that.
But wasn't he your boss?
Nah, I don't have no boss. That's some shit that he kind of said when we were out working.
She ignorant.
You funny
she
as
know
hell.
Damn well.
You know, I used to have a lot of respect. You know, any artist that sing probably been in a group and thought that they were either Casey, JoJo, Dalvin, or Devontae.
Yep.
We all picked ourselves, you know, whether it's vocally or the looks. So I looked up to those guys. And then after having the opportunity to leave Chicago and do what I did, and then later end up singing front ground for those guys.
Explain to me what that is. What is singing
ground.
front ground? Because I sing
We on the
background
same page.
sometimes.
So
What is how
so
do you do that?
backgrounds is when you sing in the back of an artist, and front ground is when you sing for an artist. And I let people depict it. Y'all go look at the videos.
Yeah, you figure it out.
But there was a time that, you know, Casey and JoJo
Needed help.
And
you was there to help.
they were my heroes. You know what I mean? Musically. And I've seen some things and was on the road with them for a long time. And the way that I lost the gig with them and at the time that I lost the gig was disheartening. You know what I mean? Because I look at them as big brothers. And at that time, I needed it to eat and to survive. And after times when I went to them, when I first got with them, they were struggling, you know, because of their addictions or whatever the things that they were going through. And the other guys, shout out to Showtime, we stood in the gap and did what needed to be done. And we watched them grow from not barely getting paid what they needed to on shows into getting double increase. And that never increased for us. That,
Gotcha.
you know, so it was a great experience just for history. But it's something disheartening to think about.
Let me touch on that because when you say not getting paid what they supposed to be getting paid, that was during what time period? Because you would think that Jodeci can go out and perform and get top dollar. You know what I'm saying? At all
So
times.
once you get out there, you kind of learn that these promoters are looking for a certain thing and they know what they're paying for. And you know, after a while, when Casey and JoJo was going out and falling out on stage and falling off of stages, not being able to sing, not being able to show up, to me and Showtime, you know, Showtime handled Casey. And I'm not saying that he sung his parts or whatever. He stood in the gap for KC, whatever he needed. Showtime can engulf KC. And I was JoJo. I have always shout out to JoJo. Always been good to me. And when JoJo couldn't do what he needed to do, I sang for JoJo.
Gotcha.
You know, but when it came to the promoting side and the business side of that, you know, promoters knew that they were getting artists that was gonna fall out on stage.
Gotcha.
So they were getting that fee.
Got it.
You know, that they would give them. It wasn't the big cash day for them. So we took them from, all right, Casey and JoJo falling out on stage to, all right, come on, we're going to keep them sober until we finish this gig and then we can do it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So we were babysitting and monitoring our friends, really. You know, making sure that they were, man, we're going to wait. And some people couldn't get them out of bed at times. We could. And they couldn't open their mouth at times and sing on the mic. We did.
Let me ask you this. So let's talk about like the choice that they had of bringing you on board. Obviously because you were one of the greatest singers ever, but
thank you.
Who decided that?
Shout out to Tiny. Tiny was JoJo's wife.
Okay.
and JoJo had been asking about me, so they kind of connected. I don't even know how it happened. I just ended up on the audition.
Gotcha.
I was nervous about it, man, and I sung for them about 6 years. Wow. Sung background for them and traveled the world with them.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
And just to touch on that, because you are a lead singer as well as a background vocalist, I've done professional background work for a lot of different artists. What is it about background singing, or what you would call background singing?
Yeah.
What is about background singing that can take you out of, say, pulling yourself down here to like from where you used to being as a lead singer and saying, I'm gonna get out here and do background vocals for this artist and this artist? What
that was part, as I said in the beginning, I went to Death Row University, but doing those backgrounds is a part of more learning.
Gotcha.
That I had to do. And what do I mean by that? Singing in the background for them gave me a whole different perspective. Not only did it connect me back to my peers, people that I had grew up with in an industry I hadn't seen in a while. It gave me an opportunity to rub elbows and promoters to see me again. But, it's such a humbling experience. It's like singing in church on Sunday morning. I've really never been paid to sing in church on Sunday morning.
Right.
I sung for the love of it. And to be able to do backgrounds for people that you grew up
listening to
is big enough. But I could sing background for anybody because you get an opportunity, man. What better place to learn is back on that mic and see what those people in the front, front artists up there, I'm watching what they're doing. Right? I'm seeing what work and what don't work. You know what I mean? So I had an opportunity to kind of train on stage and see what works.
But let me say this, and everybody need to know this. And I'm going to look at the camera when I say this. Danny Boy is probably the
take out
best,
probably, because
not probably, the best performer in the fucking world.
Wow, no.
No, this is real.
You, bro.
When you get a Danny Boy show, you're going to get theatrics, the greatest singing, mic control, which a lot of people don't know about, and all of that shit.
So Tox, you were gone.
Uh-huh.
But we were talking about this with him, and we said the same exact shit.
Really?
So it should be confirmation to let you know. They say when two
That
or more are gathered.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we let you know.
That's what keeps me singing.
Blown.
Even when hearing it, it's not the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of us, especially those that realize their gift, those are the ones that suffer the most.
Yep.
Those are the ones that get the bag last.
Yep.
Those are the ones that get looked over.
If you notice, the dopest artists, dopest singers, they're not getting paid the most in this industry.
So since we're on that topic, I want to talk about the local Chicago scene.
Oh.
The local promoters.
Fuck them.
And the misconception about value.
Yeah.
Can you talk about, now, you were on stage with Tupac Shakur.
Yes, I was.
You were at, was it the Source Awards where?
Source Awards, Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. When Suge said, if you don't want nobody dancing in the video.
Yes.
You was with him,
yes,
right?
I was.
He was the one on stage.
Out of town.
Out of
Illinois.
Out of Illinois. You lived in, from what I read, you lived in LA. You lived in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were in Cleveland.
Las Vegas, Cleveland.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And so you are, and then you've also performed out of the country in Amsterdam, etc. So you are a world-renowned
Thank you.
vocalist,
that's
from what I understand. Just based on definition, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get the Chicago promoter scene to understand that you are not a local artist?
You don't. Because what I've noticed, from being back home, they don't care. They're not looking to even give you that respect. You know what I mean? At the time of a promoter booking me, I was number 10 on the Billboard. Thank you, Toxic. With this song, we were number 10.
This song is for you, Can we cruise down the boulevard while we're holding hands?
And the promoter said that they didn't give deposits to local artists.
Wow.
They didn't go past a certain amount.
a local
with a
artist.
local. Fuck you too if you're watching this, and I'm doing you a favor not saying your name.
Wow.
But I was surprised by that because I never seen this nigga nowhere.
Right.
Out of all the places
That's
I've been.
deep.
So the person that was local was him.
Right.
And probably his postal worker. Those were the local people.
We love postal workers.
You know, and I do. I'm just saying his postal worker was local to him because that's what she worked in his neighborhood.
Right.
Here in Chicago. She's not a fucking traveling postal worker.
Right.
I haven't met one of those yet.
You said the local factor.
For if we're speaking on the local factor.
Right.
You know, if you're a truck driver, you drive local loads, and then there's loads that you take on the road.
International, right.
And I had an opportunity to take my load on the road,
Gotcha.
and to hear a small ass promoter, you know, and those are tactics that they use to degrade you, to give you
whatever they want
to give you.
Yeah.
And you know, I had to do it because I needed that stage.
Yeah.
So the promoters kind of know, you know, you want to be on that stage with the next artist that's coming in town. But you know, I've lost the fever of, you know, trying to blow up. That's a lot of why a lot of talent leave the city of Chicago.
Yep.
Because unfortunately we have to go other places to get it.
And you know what? I think that's part of what our show is about too. Because culturally, sometimes people don't know, they don't have the information, dog.
Yeah.
They don't know what they don't know.
Mhm.
And a lot of times we think people just know shit. They don't know what they don't know. So sometimes we got to educate them about artists like you and other artists, and understand the dynamic of what you are dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And like, even sitting here in the room with you, this is an amazing thing for me. You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? Because
That's so dope.
even though I've been in the studio with you and everything, it feels different because
Wow.
it feels like I'm talking to Danny Boy.
That's so dope.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know your history and understanding like all the things that you have done and the impact that you have had on the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's certain motherfuckers that you look at and you be like, damn, you did all of this shit. You've been on the biggest Tupac records ever in history, dog. You know what I'm saying? That this shit'll never go away. You know what I mean? Then you come back years later and have top 10 records.
Unheard of.
You feel me?
Yep.
Unheard of.
So that's the other thing that I want to hit on. I know we're gonna keep going, but it's like there's no rules in this industry no more.
Yep.
So for you or anybody else, excuse me, to think that, oh, I'm too old or this is over with. No, bro, you got so much shit to do. And the vocals.
And we got some hot records.
Hot records. Bro, we got a whole,
We got a whole album.
Y'all don't understand what
Rick
the fuck
Ross.
finna go.
We got a whole album.
Exactly.
I'm calling out people.
Wait, yeah, well, everybody needs to jump on board
Yeah.
what the fuck we got
Yes,
going
yes,
on.
yes,
But,
sir.
but my thing is that you got so much ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? And nobody could take away your talent and your ability to sing the way that you fucking sing. Wow. And that's what's gonna win over everything.
Yep.
Thank you, God.
We see all the stupid shit that other motherfuckers is doing now.
Yep.
Mhm.
And they falling by the wayside.
Yeah.
You got it. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? But anyway, go ahead. I digress.
It's the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary. Woo! Woo!
The new wave is here. Exclusively on the Auxiliary Network. Podcast TV. Plug in.
It's the auxiliary.
One of the things that I noticed was a theme in your book was your humility.
Oh.
Your ability to go from being on that kind of stage to the morgue, to wait tables, knowing what you had done. And when you told the story about having to serve Lil Kim and hoping that she didn't notice you. Can you tell me about that? What was that time in your life like?
First off, that's one of my things I thank God for constantly is the gift of serving. I didn't get that until I had to serve a table. Until, you know, and at that time of me serving a table, working in a restaurant as a waiter, Pages, I was on the radio and the videos was still being played. And, you know, some people would, you know, I remember guys coming in, taking a glass and give me some more water and hitting the glass, you know, being funny. Oh, sure, got you serving water and da 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 da. So, and I was doing that to eat and survive, you know, and I didn't understand why I was on TV and had to do that. I didn't understand why people knew my name, and you know, I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. But I'm grateful that God always put me on the right flight. I'm always, it may not be a destination I want to go, but I always seem to be that I get something from it. And from that, to be able to serve the tables, and then Lil Kim walked in. I wasn't there, I don't think I was there a week. Wow. And she came in and it was about 20, 25 people, maybe a little more at the table. And me and this guy, he was working the table, he was training me, and I had to work the table with him. So we broke the table off. You work one end. I made it my job to stay away from her. One, because I knew she knew who I was from the whole East Coast, West Coast thing. I didn't know how, you know, she was going to react to that. And then, you know, this was like a peer. I wasn't on her level, but like I'm an artist. The embarrassment of it all.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm serving the table, and man, they spent more over $3,000 on the eating, if I'm not mistaken. And Lil Kim, when she was getting ready to leave after they paid the bill, they tipped already. She reached over to me when I was leaving out, and she had told me, she was like, you know, I'm proud to see you doing what you're doing, and I know who you are. And she took some little money and put it in my hand, and that money helped me with my bills that week. Wow. And she didn't do it as a fronting thing.
Right.
I've actually never heard her speak on it, or, you know, but just to know her heart. Yeah. And at that time, my lights was getting cut off. Sheesh. That, you know, I had a couple of days to figure it out. And for her to be one of those people to help me through that moment was amazing.
But that whole process got to be like just humbling, and just for you to go through that. But it just shows your courage, dog, in just those situations, and just being able to do that shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
Because some people don't.
Some people won't do it.
Some people won't do that shit. They'll be like, especially not that, not waiting no tables or serving food.
That was one of my favorite jobs, and I made a lot of money.
But I'm glad we touching on this, because this is important. Because imagine you being at this level. Like this is some deep shit. Because imagine you being on this level and you have to go and get a job and be seen by people who you know are gonna fucking recognize you.
I started working at the funeral home.
Through that.
And I drive in the hearse when I work in the funeral home.
Right.
Even at that time, you know, people see me in the hearse and I pull up. Danny boy, what's up? Wow. What the fuck you doing in the hearse? I'll be like, death row, and pull out. But you know, it's a humbling experience to be able to serve somebody.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't think you can feel.
But you've been doing that all your life. But it took for you to be in that position to know that you are in service.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I accept the position even now.
And let's stop all the fucking rigmarole about, you know, having money and not having money.
Yeah.
It ain't about that.
Oh, it's not.
It's about what you desire to do that's gonna make you happy in life.
Yeah.
And I figured that shit out, you know what I'm saying? At my age now, I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit no more. I'm trying to not. I know, because you still in that.
He said that's rich. He said that's rich nigga shit you talking.
Yeah, you still in that little age.
I don't care about money. I need gas.
right.
I need cash outs.
Right.
We don't care about money. We care about cash apps and Zelle.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
No. Right after you've just gotten a $100,000 deposit yesterday.
Well, see, you know.
Let this nigga talk what he talking. We don't want to hear from you, no.
But look, it ain't about that with me. It ain't about how much money you get.
Okay.
All the time. I feel you though, goddamn, because when you do got some bread, it do make a difference.
Go ahead.
But I'm gonna say this.
When you ain't got it.
What I do notice is that, you know, when you're able to be happy and at peace.
Yeah.
That shit is more important
Than anything.
than that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm honest, honestly. I mean, and you know,
Because a lot of people with money, man, they ain't happy.
Ain't happy.
we see what's.
I mean, look at Puffy, where he's at right now.
Bro,
All that money
he
is
would
sitting
give
in
it
that
all
little
up,
room.
bro. He would give all that shit up just to be on the street peacefully, dog, and not have no shit like that. That's what people discredit and forget about when they do get the bread. It's like, dog, it's more important to have peace and to have, goddamn it, you know, happiness.
Yeah.
And not to sound like no corny motherfucker, but I'm telling you, that shit is more important.
And even in this, I mean, you could do people wrong and get a check tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want a check, if you want money, you want a bag real bad,
do somebody wrong.
Fuck somebody over.
Yep. That's how I come.
Tomorrow, you'll be paid. You can go eat, take your ass and get your hair done, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Whatever your heart desire.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
But I just chose not to. I work at the funeral home. I work there. It's something I've always been interested in. I love the business of serving in that capacity. And I'm not a person, you know, to beg. I want to work. I do construction. I tell people I'm a Jamaican. What you need? I could do it. I can do hair. What you want?
You can do hair.
I can cook. I'd rather work for it. But like I said, I think that's an old school thing. Again, I blame on my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my old man, when I told him I signed to Death Row, I'm on the radio hot. People running up to the car while my daddy's sitting with me here, rolling one down. He be like, you need to get a motherfucking job.
Even him seeing all that shit.
Nigga, damn.
Right.
You see, we got chasing down the street. I got about 20,000 into my pocket.
Right.
You got to work, nigga, and da. You know, so those things, I hear my daddy talking rest in peace all the time. That nigga say, get
That's
up
some
and
real
work.
shit. That's some real shit.
Get up and work.
Right.
My daddy, I can't remember time. I probably remember my daddy coming to church with me. He always bought my suits for church.
Mm-hmm.
But he probably came to church with me 3 times. But when I sang, man, my old man would look at me, boy, even though he's a drunk. He was drunk when he did it. He'd get to looking and crying and shit. I knew that this was my gift. If it can move an old man like that can give me the real, I don't care what it was. I didn't just get through singing he seen me on Saturday Night Live. That nigga cussed me out that next morning.
Wow. He ain't give a fuck about none of that
man,
shit.
I don't give a fuck about no TV, boy.
I don't even know what that shit mean.
Fuck is that? You know, so I'm just humbled by my upbringing, how I came up.
Yeah.
You know, how my grandmother and mother showed me that you can, you know, I'm grateful that throughout the times that I didn't have money, that I've never been hungry. I'm grateful for that.
Let's talk about that too, because I don't know if I'm overstepping what y'all got
You
on
are, but
plans,
continue.
but I'll you know, I'll say it anyway. Like, what's your upbringing in Chicago? First of all, where did you grow up at?
West side of Chicago. Born and raised 19th.
Where? What street?
19th and Trumbull. That's Ogden and Trumbull.
Okay.
It's a couple blocks off of home. Goddamn it, a couple blocks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, off of 19th and Trumbull. Chicago Avenue and Drake. Chicago Avenue and Lockwood.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in the
So you lived everywhere like all us.
in the middle of it.
Right.
Yeah, damn it.
You
What
know,
schools did you go to?
I went to Orr.
Okay.
I went to Crane. For school, grade school, I went to Ryerson and I went Cameron. I graduated 8th grade though in middle school from Crown Academy.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, you from Chicago. We done went to a couple of schools.
Wait, you went to Crown?
Yeah. Crown Academy.
Damn. Right around the corner from me. I went to Penn.
For real? Oh yeah.
Penn, yeah.
I went to Crown Academy.
Wait, and you a couple years younger than me, right?
Yeah, so I'll be 47 on Halloween.
Yeah, so now you wasn't in school when I was in school because we was beating y'all ass on the basketball side.
Yeah, I couldn't play basketball.
Yeah, I was the one.
I was the one.
I just wanted to be in the choir.
Right.
Speaking of choir, you sang in the children's choir, didn't you?
What?
The Chicago.
So I made it to the Soul Children of Chicago.
Soul Children of Chicago, yeah.
I made it in.
Because I just talked
went to one
Walt
rehearsal
yesterday.
and left.
Oh, the Soul Children, yeah.
One rehearsal.
One rehearsal. It was fun.
So why you leave?
I never really sing myself, like even with the groups that I was with. I never liked singing like in the whole group and choir shit.
That's crazy.
I just
Really?
nah, man. My group, man. I was
And
trying
most people start there.
Yeah, and with my group, I loved being with the group, but like them niggas was hard headed.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to do certain things and
So
they
you've
wanted
been
to do
better with like-minded people.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I told them, like, I quit my group. And they was like, man, I was like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go good with Shorty Capone and da. No, man, I ain't. They went and told my sister who was managing, they told on me and shit. Next thing you know, I was on death row. Them niggas was calling. We need to start another group. I bet we do. No.
I bet we do.
Nah.
We need to get it back together, player.
No, man. I don't mind. I'll sing. I don't mind about singing with nobody. But the whole group and choir shit, I'm too old for that shit.
So there was a petty moment in your book
Yeah.
when you were talking about singing in a group when you were on American Idol.
Oh, shit.
And you were with two guys, and one of them got passed, and you was like, "How the hell?"
How? Yeah, American Idol ain't looking for
Tell
no
us
real
about
talent.
that, because that was another moment where when I saw you on American Idol, I was like,
I snuck my ass on there.
Hold on, I didn't see that in the group. I didn't see
Yeah.
that. Look, you were in a group?
And
So
on
you know
American Idol.
when they do the group part.
Oh, you talking about they put you all together?
When they put you all together.
Yeah.
They put me, I forgot the dude's name that I was with, but he went a long way on the show. And was an asshole.
They're looking for a story. They don't...
And he was an asshole, man. Like,
That's
you
about
know,
the story for those type of shows.
and
I was on Making
that
His
dude,
Band.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Making His
Paris.
Band.
The
So
Paris.
You was on,
all about the story.
on Puffy's band?
Well, so the last one, the Making His Band.
Oh, not
You know,
Making
he
Other
did
Band. I was
Making
going to ask you
the
about the
Band.
parties.
Making His Band was the one. No, I
You didn't go to no parties.
No, I didn't go to none of the
Okay.
parties.
Don't get serious now. Nigga don't want to go to no party with you.
Niggas denying all parties now. Like,
How many baby boys you got?
you know what? Cut this shit off right now.
Cut this shit off. He quit. And this show is sponsored by Johnson & Johnson.
I shouldn't even told it. I should have.
And this is sponsored by Johnson & Johnson baby oil.
Nobody asked.
I should have said a damn thing about nothing.
Freaky oil is crazy.
But yeah, it's all about the story, is what I was getting.
Yeah.
They don't care
That's
nothing
what I was-
about no damn talent.
Damn.
As many shows as he had,
No.
you know, he didn't care about like talent. Like Willie Taylor from Day 26 is my brother.
Yeah.
So
shout
we
out to
can
the
go
homie.
through all of those stories. You hear all kind of stuff, man, and they don't care nothing about no talent. That shit is for the show.
Man, even when I got cut from American Idol, man, when they took us in that room, I was so confident because of the other great singers that was. Oh man, it was some. Man, fuck me, it was some good singers in that room. It was this person.
They showing up.
I'm gonna call it a person because it was a person from. Nobody knew if this was girl, boy, or we don't know what this thing was.
Gotcha.
But
What this
it's
thing was is crazy.
that thing could sing.
Who won that year?
Not the thing.
I don't know what
He's outrageous. The human, the person.
Kelly. No, he said who won that year? Is it Kelly Clarkson? I think.
Oh, that was.
Is that Kelly
was the time
Clarkson?
you
Who
did
won
that?
it? No, not Kelly Clarkson.
No,
Who's the other
Kelly.
girl?
The other girl. The
Underwood.
Kelly Underwood.
No, one of them.
I didn't watch them like this. Huh?
Carrie
Underwood.
Oh.
Yeah, Carrie. I think Carrie won that year.
So the guy's name was Scott.
Scott, asshole Scott,
Asshole Scott.
big belly Scott.
That's so funny.
So you was hating on him.
Yeah, not with hating. He can't sing. I'm not like, especially a nigga that can't sing. Like American Idol is fun, but ain't no singer I'm scared of.
Hell no.
I don't play with no singers.
Hell no.
None of them.
Yeah.
Just hating on that, man.
You be better off licking the ocean playing with that. Nah. I don't mind. We can sing together, but we not finna start using scared and singing.
But you know what? But you know what? See,
Fuck no.
That's
I
what.
sing
That's
goddamn
what.
in heaven
That's
with the
what.
best
That's
singer.
what. I love that about you too, because I'm gonna tell you what. It's a humility part of you that be there, but when a motherfucker start talking about what you do,
no,
I ain't humble. I nigga, please.
I can hang
get
some
your ass out of
drywall.
here.
I can cook. And you ain't finna fuck with me on none of that. I can make an ugly nigga smile when he dead. But I'm not. No, I'm not going with that. I try not to play in those kind of areas.
Right.
I respect other singers, but American Idol is just like a show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was other awesome singers that was in there, and when they came in and cut the room. I mean, I couldn't even cry because I was like, shit, I'd get cut from Death Row again. Damn. You know what I mean? But they said that it was because I was signed to Death Row, and Death Row started doing this promotion at that time that I was coming out with an album.
Damn.
And you couldn't have no type of social media.
That's why I couldn't do the voice.
Yeah.
Because I did making his band.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's crazy because I got called up for The Voice before I got a call back from Snoop since he's had Death Row.
Oh, for real?
And one of the producers like, man, we want you on the show. Like, they put me all the way through. I didn't have to do none of the auditioning.
Damn.
I kind of passed on it to thinking something was going to happen with the next death row stuff.
Gotcha.
We'll talk about that on the next podcast, I guess.
Gotcha.
We don't say nothing about that.
So
Unplug.
He want us to
unplug.
Because you got
Definitely unplug.
all parts.
You have a podcast.
Did she say unplug?
Yeah,
she
definitely
said
unplug.
Now we unplugging all the way from in the room and that. They don't want me to talk about
Definitely
Snoop.
No,
You
no,
talking
you can
about
talk
Snoop.
about it in wait, what you say in the room? What's the in the room?
No, I'm saying
the other room.
And then, yeah,
Oh yeah, unplug.
That was in the room saying no.
Yeah,
unplug.
unplug.
So yeah.
So
Definitely
so the
But I'm not on
word-
death row though.
So on your book,
Oh shit.
that is available now.
Yes, it is.
And it is a good read.
Thank you.
Can they see it?
Yeah. So in your book, it says stranded on death row, right? And there was a theme that I noticed throughout your book. It was a couple of themes. But one of the themes that I noticed throughout your book was that you have experienced near death on a lot of occasions. Can you tell me what that was like as a young man? Because being from Chicago, I know that a lot of young Black men experience the reality of the possibility of dying every day when they leave out the house. But you were in a plane crash.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
Because your pants were soiled,
Yeah.
you were not in the car with Suge and
I wasn't in the
Pac.
place where I should usually be. I should have been.
Right. So tell me how it feels to just tell me about, because I can't even imagine the kind of question that I even need to ask you. So just please tell me about that energy in itself, how you move through that.
For me, that is the compass of stranded on death row. You know, it wasn't just about my tenure over at Death Row Records. Stranded on death row just seemed as if death has always chased me. You know what I mean? Or death has always been around me. A lot of us have people that die and we never get the correct help we need after the loss of a parent or a sibling or a best friend. We just go to sleep and try to wait till Monday come and try to see the best Monday we can get. And stranded on death row for me it's just a time in my life that I noticed. You know, like my brother was born October the 31st, Gary, a year before me. And he didn't live long. And I was born the next year, October the 31st. You know, and my mother had 7 strokes when she was pregnant with me.
Wow. And that's an incredible thing though. Like October the 31st, he was born the year before.
Yeah.
And you was born the year after, the same day.
Same day, same party. Wow. My mother was at a Halloween party. And they had to leave that same Halloween party to give birth. And, you know, and my mother had 7 strokes when she was pregnant with me. Wow. You know, throughout her pregnancy and giving birth to me, she had suffered a stroke. And my mother used to sing. And she lost her voice. And she had a speech impediment. So really, out of all of my sisters and brothers, and even her 12 sisters and brothers, like what would have sound crazy to you sound regular to me. Like I was my mother's interpreter at a very young age, like 8 years old. I could talk and my mother look and say what she said. And that was from the courthouse to public aid, from public aid to the hospital. I was able to hear what she was saying. But, you know, and then I lost my mother at 15. Right? I lost my mother at 15 years old. February the 8th. And that was in 95, February the 8th. February the 8th, 2011, I lost my dad. The same day. You know, that my mom died. And I lost 2 sisters a little bit before that. So as you hear me saying all these loss, you know, even before Pac, you know, I was losing Pac, and it seemed like death had surrounded me. I couldn't escape that. Like people that I truly cared about. And, you know, after the music business kind of got to me a little bit, I went to Cleveland and I started dating someone that committed suicide. When he committed suicide, I was already in training or in thought of how to commit suicide. I didn't know how.
Well, wait a minute. What do you mean in training? What do you mean by
So,
that?
you know, I just things that came up that there was times that I knew that I was like, I was trying to figure out how to kill
Try to
myself.
figure it out.
I didn't want to shoot myself because, I didn't want my kids to feel a certain way, or if I took pills, I didn't want this, so I was training my mind, trying to figure out what's the best way for me to kill myself.
Wow.
And, in the midst of me doing that, I met someone that had nerve enough to do it.
Wow. The nerve enough to kill
himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I met this dude, as I talked about in the book. That's kind of what made me come out publicly, because it wasn't nobody's business, what I did or what I do. But I was, I guess, living a little down low life in Cleveland and trying to get away from escape problems when going through this. And started talking to this guy by the name of Anthony. And about 5 months after us talking, in December, I went out to do a show, Backgrounds for Norman Connors. He and we chilled that Friday. We talked Saturday morning when I got in. Saturday, I had to do a sound check. He didn't answer no more. I was going back. I was in Florida and to fly back to Ohio. It was during the winter. Couldn't get him until that Sunday morning. I was in the airport and my phone rang. And it said his name. So the guy that answered got on the phone. He's like, "This is Danny." I'm like, "What's up? Who is this?" He's like, "This is Danny." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He was like, my brother. And I'm like, he's like, "My brother killed himself." I'm like, who? And he's like, "Anthony. He hung himself." So this guy took my necktie and put it on the back of a door hinge and stepped off the trash can. And I post that on, I went to the media, like social media, and I was like, wow, finally feeling someone again. And they committed suicide. And I put a couple of hashtags behind it. Wow, hashtag, and hashtag this. And then I said hashtag Tony, RIP Tony with an I, to make it appear as if it was a girl. And
so you were still a little hesitant about.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it came out.
What made me come out was the comments that I got during the time, because what happened was, it was like, well, you know what the Bible said. These are people I was going to church with, and they was like, well, you know what the Bible say about suicide? And I was like, what? What did it say? I don't know. And these were people that I had been in choir rehearsal with that have husbands,
Right.
And they were sucking dick on the side and fucking everybody else. But they negated away from those things, because that's what people do. We love to remove ourselves from our sins, and let's point to the next person's downfall.
Yeah.
So they wanted to point out, oh, you're going to hell when you die, and suicide. And I kept hearing that, and I knew different. I knew what the Bible says. I know what I learned from myself from learning. And I rebuked that online, and then I came up, I was like, RIP Tony, and I put his picture up, and then somebody was like, who is that? And that's kind of how.
And that's when it started. Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So RIP him. I'm grateful for that, because I'm just not grateful for his death, but in the midst of it, I'm grateful for the story that I got from it.
Gotcha.
It saved my life, because I don't have those suicidal thoughts, because I seen the effect firsthand of what it do to people.
And what it do to the people around you too.
Yeah, man, that thing messed me up, man. I've been around death a lot. I couldn't understand how a person could do that to themselves.
But do you know what put you in that space to even want to be there?
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm asking what got you in that space? Is it because music had slowed down?
Even with the music, like, we like to say music, but when this is not my hobby. This has always been, how I eat my life.
Yeah.
I lost relationships because I believe in music. I've lost important relationships. I'm talking about people that I was dating that had said to me, "Hey, try to do something else," and and it was like full power. You ain't fucking with music, I ain't fucking with you.
Ain't that? I'm gonna let you finish, but ain't that that's a sad reality about people that don't understand what we do in music, and how much time and emotion and how much of yourself you got to give to it. Sometimes you got to let everybody go, family, friends, and everything, to concentrate on your talent and your gift. You
And that's
know
what people
I'm saying?
even would say with me, like, you know, my emotions come, especially when it comes to music. You're not fucking with me, you fucking with my mama.
Right.
You understand? And what do I mean by that? I just explained to you. My mother had 7 strokes when she was pregnant with me. I've never heard her sing. I knew the reaction she's got when she heard me sing. I know who taught me how to sing. My mother that couldn't talk would show me with her finger. And all I heard is the stories about how she did and what she did. Wow. So when you interfering with my singing shit, I'm emotional about it because, like, this, for me, this how my mother lived.
Got it.
This all I have left of her. And I had this before she died. I know that it's a God-given thing. I felt like like she lost it and I picked it up. So I have to do everything to protect that.
So when you was singing, that's interesting as hell, because so when you was singing, your mama would literally tell you
My mama would go,
where you was hitting the notes at.
Stuff you would, that is what it'll sound like to you.
Yeah.
And down, up.
Wow.
And I understood everything that she said. Wow. Everything.
That's amazing, man.
And
And
it's
that's
like
it.
it's kind of like what you were saying, that was your first language. Like
her exactly.
mother
It was
tongue.
almost like a Spanish kid, a Spanish kid being born and knowing Spanish.
Right.
Like I was born, I could hear my mother. I don't care what it was. I talked for her. I spent more time talking for her than I did in school.
Wow.
So I sing for her, and when somebody play with that, because I kind of let you know where it come from.
Yeah.
If we do business, I let you know this gift it's not mine.
Right.
I let you know that it's not mine. I let you know where I got it from. And if you play with that, that's like that's on you.
Yeah.
All of us played your mama.
Right.
Your mama, not
Right,
mama.
right.
So if you want to play the mama game, that's on you if you step into that field. I'm willing to play it.
Right.
Because I'm a protector.
Yeah.
So when you hear me talking crazy in interviews because I felt that I've been treated a certain way or, you know, something has been said, I feel like you're abusing something that I won't allow.
That's amazing, bro.
But yeah, when it comes down to that,
Yeah, it's serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Serious. I go to war. I ain't scared of no nigga.
You're supposed to.
No
You're
nigga.
supposed to.
You said that about Suge. Hell yeah, and say it in front of him.
Right.
If you did something to me, I noticed one time. I noticed this in my life from working at the funeral home. We only get your body once.
Mm.
We pick you up from the hospital. As we take you to the cemetery, we're not getting you back. Motherfucker can't kill me twice. You can't hurt me twice. So ain't nothing I'm not gonna say that I don't feel. And if you got a problem with it, you got to deal with it.
Yep.
That ain't tough or nothing.
Deal with it the way you deal with it.
I seen some of the tough niggas getting bummed. That ain't tough.
Yeah.
Shit. Get that pussy ass out of here.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So there was a moment in your book you talked about. There was a lot of death, right?
Yeah.
But the one that hit me the hardest was Elsie Stamps.
Yeah. Wow.
So how being on Earth now and being aware that you no longer have those people.
Oh shit.
What is
Y'all
your
done gave me
relationship?
Go ahead.
Because Suge adopted you, correct?
Yep.
Do you feel that the adoption was a business situation? Or is he showing up for you as his son today, given that you no longer have the people who were assigned to you?
I get a little emotional.
Take your time, Jack.
When I speak about my mother, or as you said, Elsie Stamps, my grandmother. It bothers me that they're no longer here because that was my protection.
I was about to say that.
Sometimes protection isn't about a police or like armed security or anything like that. Sometimes a spiritual
It's
protection
more important. It's more important.
is more than anything.
Yep.
And I've needed that protection for a while. I'm a prayer because I get that from my parents, my grandmother. Sometimes you need somebody to pray for you that you know is genuine. And when I talk about people that's no longer here that was truly genuine, it's a hard thing. Because, you know, it's so many people that's just full of shit. You know? Yeah, I was adopted by Suge. I was adopted by him. My mother was in the hospital. I didn't know she was dying, but she was going through, this had been her third heart surgery. And Suge came to me. Actually, he had sent some flowers to the hospital. My mother called me and she thanked me that I sent these roses. And I'm like, you up? And I didn't send nothing.
Right.
You know, he had sent these flowers up to her. And he sat me down and talked to me. And he was like, man, you know, I just feel like you my responsibility. You know what I mean? I got you out here. And I'm going to make sure you told your mom, and your grandmother, that I'm going to make sure that you're good. And I try to be of my word. And I take everybody else that when they say something to me, I take it for what it is. And I think that's the only thing a person can give away and keep at the same time is their word. And dude just didn't keep his word. And that didn't mean, you know, a lot of people's like, man, you was spoiled and what you think, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. It's not about, because I don't want anything for free or didn't want anything for free. But I did need somebody that was to look out for me.
So, Suge was your legal guardian. Did he actually adopt you?
Yeah.
Was he married to Michelle?
That was after the fact, after Suge had been locked up, Michelle and him.
Because I was just wondering, like, would that have put her in a position of mother figure to you?
Nah, she was cool. But when Suge did that, she was that was the time she had just started creeping around with Suge.
Oh, got it.
So she wasn't really his girl like that.
Got it.
At that point.
When everything went down and he went to jail, were they married?
So I heard that they got married. I heard it really wasn't a real marriage. She married his brother-in-law, actually.
Oh.
And it was like a fixed marriage.
Was that his
Norman.
name? So
Absolutely.
I'm asking because in the book you described her as a baby pincher.
What the hell is that?
So the kind of
this
person,
a mean ass.
The kind of person
you know,
that will pinch a baby when the parents are not looking.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
And you said that you had definitely been pinched.
Yeah, for sure. Let me get a napkin. For sure.
You need more napkins, or you good?
I'm good.
Oh, you good?
She seemed to be cool because seeing us when her and Suge kind of first started their relationship. You know, I knew of it. You know what I mean?
She was with Dre?
She wasn't with Dre at that time. They had broken up.
Okay.
But she was Dre's baby mother.
Got it.
And she was just an artist on the label. And when they first kind of started talking, you know, I was there. So I knew. And I thought that she and I had a good relationship, actually. Right. I thought she was like a big sister, or you know what I mean? Because I've seen her in compromising positions, and I've helped out.
You've been around too much.
Okay. So she wasn't a mother figure if you've helped out.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not nothing like that. She was just Michelle had a alcohol problem.
Okay. Oh, her.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking
Thank
nothing
you for
behind
clearing
shit.
that up. So you helped her well-being.
Yes.
Got it. I'm just saying because you said I helped out. I'm like, yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though he needed the help, I did.
Oh no.
He needed. Pinky winky winky.
Oh God.
You know what? Be quiet.
Yeah, I was just wondering because given that he adopted you and then she was his person, that would she take on?
The person I remember is Dimples. That's what I call her.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So, what is your relationship now with Suge?
He in jail.
So you don't have one.
Fuck, you don't have a relationship with somebody in jail.
I know a lot of people who do it.
Oh, well, they're crazy. But okay, I mean, if he's my brother, okay, sister, cousin, but like we don't have, like, he used to call sometimes when he want to be a little messy. You know, he'll call me.
Talk shit,
tell me to try to send me off to do some goofy shit or, you know, like being funny.
Mhm.
You know, the funny type stuff. The last time we talked about me coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We kind of joked. We just get on the phone and joke. You know, he laughed about, you know, he was like, why the fuck I ain't tell him? I was like, how?
How?
So you can get rid of me?
Right.
No, but he was like, man, you could have told me. You let Nas take all your motherfucking money. Lil Nas X. That's what he told me.
Oh, that's funny.
You let your little gay nigga take your money.
Take all
That's what
your
he
money
told me.
is crazy.
That's
So
funny.
he actually gave a real funny, man, I don't give a fuck who you fuck. So he gave a real funny response when he found out.
Wow.
Okay.
But I'll talk to him even if he called, just because I'm just not the person to forget what a person has done for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was one point that he was like a big brother, like a father figure to me.
Got it.
You know.
And so, as a father now, because you're the father of 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
And so, as a father, given your biological father that you had, and then having Suge as a father figure, how do you show up as a father now?
Well, it's another hard one. So my son, my baby boy, Demarion, what's up, boy? That's my boy. He's down in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That's my youngest, and then I have a middle child, DJ, Danny Boy Stewart Jr. He's actually, congratulations to him. He's one of he plays G League, and now he was just added on to the Bulls roster.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah, crazy. He dope too, for real.
Yeah, he's real dope.
He dope for real.
Dope.
Yeah.
When I was saying it's a little, you know, this is another touchy subject because he and I have been apart for more than 8 years, 10 years probably. He just don't like me, and so to answer the question, I'm blessed with my daughter Ashley, my oldest.
I remember Ashley.
My 2 kids love me, and I do and try to be there for them. And as far as DJ is concerned, I watch him as close as I can from between the internet and when he's playing a game. Even when I don't understand the game, I watch it. People are always sending me stuff about him, and I'm always just writing in his inbox. So maybe one day he'll read it, you know. But you know, there's some things, like I said, that me chasing music, I think attribute to a lot of neglected time missed. And everybody don't understand it, whether it was just in relationship, I guess whatever happened between me and his mom, maybe it was this whole music thing, because that's all it could have been. It's just, I'm just a dude just trying to chase my dreams. I've never been known as a person not to want to be in my kid's life. I got other people that wish I was their kid's father, so to say, you know, out of not just, you know, for no monetary reason, but just because I'm good with kids.
Yeah.
I'm good. I've always had a spirit of helping a kid, or, you know, something like that. And, you know, it's hard to celebrate all these things when you can't celebrate in whole.
Yeah.
So I just pray about that. I father the best way that I know I can. I've heard this said before, a manual didn't come with it. You know, and for the things that I've messed up, I pray to God that God forgive me for the times that I wasn't there, and the father or the friend or person that I wasn't able to be. And my prayer now is that, you know, one day that'll be fixed.
Yeah, a lot of times with kids like that, those type of issues, especially when they don't understand from the perspective of what you were doing at the time and what was going on in your career and things like that, they would never
And then
understand.
my dumb ass came out in the middle of all of that.
Right.
Like, man, my daddy gave me
and the sacrifices,
but they'll never understand. They'll never understand that shit until they're put in that position.
The kids,
And I'm glad you said
the kids, the baby mothers.
None of them.
Nobody will
None of them.
understand when it come down to this music shit. None of them will understand, especially if God told you something.
Exactly.
If God told you something in a direction that you're
Well,
supposed
see, and
to
I've done a lot of things, like, you know what I mean, like construction.
Yeah.
And I'm in the funeral home almost 3 times a week in Bowman. I'm not in there singing. I'm working in the back room.
Right.
Painting, cooking, and out of all those things that God has gifted me to learn, the extra talents, my gift has always stood out. What do I mean by that? I was a singing waiter.
Got you.
I was a singing janitor. I was a singing. That's the
Everywhere
singing.
you was at,
No
right.
matter what thank you, God. No
gift
matter
is
what
gone.
I did,
Yeah.
the gift never left me. And people always recognize that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they just put that other title in there. You
Gotcha.
can be a painter if you want to, but that's the singing painting.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can't run from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think once he gets of age, he's already of age, but once he gets to that understanding age, see, a lot of time kids think they grown.
Oh yeah.
At 25,
That was his last
30 years.
That's his last shit he told me.
no.
I'm grown.
Yeah, you're not.
Don't call him. I'm a grown motherfucking man. Is what he told me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let me tell him this, and I'll tell him this personally, that you don't get perspective, the right perspective, until you actually get a lot older, until you mature a little bit and understand, until you can understand
Until you go
from
through some
those,
shit.
until you go through some shit. Yeah.
And until he have a child.
Yeah.
And if I don't want to say that I'm grateful for the kids that I had, but until we go about the right way of doing things, that we not just just fucking to be fucking.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then we end up with a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a true love there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think there's a lot of things that's missing, throughout that. But I'm grateful. You know what I mean? My daddy raised my sisters and brothers. And that's all I've ever known is, him too. They all got their daddies, but my daddy was a good man to other people's kids. And I've raised some kids that wasn't mine, as well. But to be able to raise your own junior and be a part of his life is something that I would never refuse. And that's just something until he have a child, probably. Hopefully you go about the right way and end up with the right person that's going. One thing I liked about being an old man, baby, because my daddy got my sister Celestine, and Celestine had her mother,
How
rest
old
in
is
peace.
Celestine?
Celestine is 10 years older than me. Okay. And Peaches got her own mother. I was a grown man and I still couldn't figure out it took a while. I was like, oh, we got different moms. That's my sister. Okay, cool. I got that part. But how was my mother and her mother in the same room when I was younger?
Got you.
I couldn't understand that.
Right.
And my daddy wasn't like, my mom wasn't going for no player shit. It wasn't polygamy or whatever. It wasn't none of that. It was the respect.
Yeah, got you.
That parents had then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No matter what.
Yeah.
My sister, my daddy, or her mother, or my mother never stood in the way of my daddy being a daddy to her.
Yeah.
Or even us co-mingling as siblings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's something that's real sick in our community. Like, sorry our dads went out in the city and made babies and everything like that, but you got to know your people.
Yeah.
And that started with knowing your siblings.
Yeah.
That started with knowing them. That started with breaking that curse of
Absolutely.
knowing where you come from, and you know what I mean? Knowing that, that's where I get that from. I pray for the day that it'll be healed between my son and I. It's the only other nigga I know named Danny Boy.
Right.
So I don't know how the fuck you gonna get away from it.
So I have a question.
Nah, we praying
If
for you,
you-
man, on that, for real.
If you could have had your father or even Suge say the thing to you that would soften your heart for whatever you might have held for them, what would it have been?
Give me that one more time.
As a son, looking at the father figures of your life as humans,
what could they say to you to soften your heart for the things that you felt that they failed to do?
For Suge, I'm sorry it went like that is enough. I didn't even expect a check from it. I'm just sorry because I felt like he really cared for me. I felt like that. I felt like he really appreciated my gift. I felt like that. So after everything went the way that it did, just a simple apology is enough. Why? Because Suge didn't know anything. It's just another nigga that got some money from the hood with a dream, just like I got a dream. Mine's is singing. His was pushing records and organizing and putting things together. And that's what he was good at. And we see that from the talent that he put together.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that he got the right manual.
Right.
I don't believe that nobody really set him down and showed him how the business really go.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, quite frankly, he hasn't done no less than the rest of these fuck niggas do when they sign you to their label.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we get a label, our people, we get a label, and we do the same thing that we were mad that, you know, white labels did to the older singers.
Right.
Man, they did them like this, and
Yep.
we do the same thing
Same shit.
to them. And it's just over and over. And I just expected more from him.
Got it.
You know, as far as my father's concerned, damn, I hate he took so long. Born 1926 and to make me, damn, I was old. The nigga was old when he made me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wish I could have had a couple more years.
That's definitely he was like 50 something when he
He's 50
when he was
something.
born. Yeah.
Yeah, December 25th, 1926. And but the stuff that the years that I got from him, he lived longer than my mother. And the years that I got from him and the things, you know, hearing him say, go get a job is what make me wake up in the morning and I can go hang some drywall and get up tomorrow and go and drive a hearse. Or, you know, I do what it takes to get it done. And I don't want to steal from nobody. You know, every time
You
I
just
tried to
want your
sell,
just
every
due.
time I tried to sell weed, I smoked it. I just feel God had me on the path that you try to do the right thing, at least.
So on today's episode, what we learned is Danny Boy Stewart has a book out
Yeah.
called Stranded on Death Row.
Don't start with what we learned yet.
Why?
Because we got to take him through the fun segments. He hasn't done.
Oh,
he hasn't.
I
got
thought
his-
we were ending.
No, we can't
What's the
end
fun
on.
segment?
We can't end on the shit that got everybody.
I thought it was great.
Crying and shit. I'm over here
I
crying
like
and shit.
ending on cries.
I'm finna cry all the way home. I done drunk this motherfucking wine. Call my guy and cuss him out.
We got to bring it up. We got to give him. We got to
Take it
give
up.
my brother the fun
Take it
segments
up. Give
first.
him
So
the
we're gonna
fun
give you the.
segments.
We're gonna
We
go
should
on
have
the.
started. Okay, go ahead.
No, we're gonna end on a happy note.
Okay.
We just came to make sure that you get a taste of my town. Chi-town, sing with me, I'm so shy.
So the fun segment. So one of our first fun segments is to bring some light into the room. You know, we're gonna do the listening party. We got a segment called the listening party. Now, we got this from Leon Rogers and Zach Boog from GCI.
Okay.
And they didn't call it this, but this is our thing. We stole it from them, so this is what we call it. So it's listening party, right? We got you can choose any artist, dead or alive, right? Now they having a concert. Oh no, not a concert, but a listening party. And the artists themselves are hosting it.
Okay.
So in this listening party, like I said, dead or alive, you get to choose who it is. So whose listening party are you going to? They're hosting it.
Damn.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive? One artist?
Only one.
Damn. Yep. Man. Donny Hathaway.
Donny Hathaway.
Wow.
Donny Hathaway. Donny Hathaway is the host. He's going through a whole
And he's gonna get ready and play that out.
Heard.
Ooh, shit, we in there crying. Shit. Get another drink, Donnie. Donnie and Danny, I can hear it now.
Why do you pick Donnie?
God damn.
So to the probably the kids that's watching this that don't know nothing about Donnie, why are you
Listen.
picking Donnie?
Donnie,
You
sir,
could have said anybody.
Mr. Donnie Hathaway, an emotion mover, not only just his lyrics in his song, his life story was incredible. And the sad part about it is he suffered a lot from depression.
Mm.
And a lot of niggas is depressed.
Absolutely.
Whether they say it or not,
Or
they can
not.
look happy. They get home, they fucking dog don't listen to them, the cat pissing in their bed. It's a lot of shit going on in niggas' hearts and houses that they don't say anything about. But Donnie, to sit at the bar. And Donnie's about to get another Crown Royal, please. And he's about to sit down.
Yeah. And go through.
And take you through those records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even when it comes to writing music for me, like Toxic can tell you, I ain't really the one to get in the studio. I don't want to do no party records.
Right.
Fuck them club records. That's the hardest records in the world. That shit is hard. I know I can't get it. Two more times. Let's get it again.
Hard.
I can't do it.
Right.
But
I'm with you.
I'm a moment singer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, somebody died. I could write the best somebody just died song.
I'm with you.
Donnie sung you through things, man, and it felt, thank you, God, because I just got it back. Stevie Wonder said something to me as my song was playing on, they called me like a surprise. I never talked to him, and he get on the radio, and he said something to me that I believe about Donnie. He said, man, you sung that song, and you made me believe it.
Oh, wow.
I remember he said that. Yeah.
Wow.
It made me believe you.
That's what I say about people that I believe it. Like, that's how I determine like what I like.
That's
if
right.
I believe what
I need to believe it.
This is what we told you about you before he even came in.
Wow, thank you.
When
It
you
is dope.
sing, we believe you.
Yeah, the
It's
conviction.
a spirit that comes
It's
in.
something that come in
Yeah.
when Donnie get on the mic and you hear him sing them songs.
Yeah.
You know that a song for you. He was going through something. You know what I'm saying? And even for myself, you know, I love singing and I can go sing and nobody even be knowing what you're going through.
Yep, absolutely.
They don't know that your rent due and your shit.
None of that.
God, my cat ran out the house before I left. I gotta try to go back and catch
Well, I
this
don't
nigga.
know because the way you sing, a motherfucker know what you doing. 'Cause every time I sing, Danny sing, I was like, this nigga is going through something, nigga. And I feel it all in my soul. I'm like, it's something serious with this nigga because it's something in there. This ain't just some
That's so crazy.
Hey, so he used to literally come in the studio and we have written a song or composed a record because of something he was going through that we knew he was going
Nigga, them
through.
niggas all in my closet.
In his closet. He'll come in.
If I didn't come out before now, them niggas would have pulled me out.
Nigga, and
Because them niggas was all I was like, did I? Them niggas make you think I wrote this song. I sat there and talked to D Loud one time. This nigga's all in my shit.
Nigga, we had written a song for him, and he come in this motherfucker. He be crying. He be like, "Tox, y'all just spoke what I was going through." You know what I'm saying? But that's the true shit,
and that's what music do for you, man. That's what music is supposed to do.
Yeah,
that's why I respect, good artistry.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
you
you
can't
come
play
from
me. You
that.
can't play me anything. I don't want to.
Your pops
You're not
was
gonna
born in 1920.
26. Yeah, you understand?
So you done
understand?
been
Before
around.
radio, when radio was radio, wasn't no fucking TV.
Okay, we're going to the next. All right, so with the rest of these, because we'll be here all day talking to you. Look, we giving quick.
Okay, go ahead.
It's gonna be quick
Go
segments.
ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead. Hurry up.
The
Give me
next
time.
one is the big back segment. All right. Now the big back segment is a playful segment that we
The big backs.
It's
Suge
the one
Knights.
that love food. No, man.
You got a big back. Go ahead.
We talking about the people that's the foodies.
Oh.
Why you name shit? Why you have to name shit?
And you got a big back.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
My bad.
So we got the big back segment is the Chicago foodie. So
good
Chicago
Lord.
foods. What is your favorite Chicago food? Go-to food. Now we're gonna do the favorite Chicago junk food and the favorite Chicago like just regular dinner food.
Okay.
That's something that we know.
Now you do know, before he answered this question, you do know he's a chef and he owns a restaurant.
What
and all these things.
This shouldn't be hard then.
So
Here go my hood one. Cheese doodles, nigga.
Okay. Hey,
hot cheese doodles.
I told No,
Vintners.
with Leon, the vintner shit. Yeah, the cheese curls.
Vintner cheese curls.
But the cheese doodles is
The
backwards.
doodles is what it is.
Doodles is the yellow.
Yeah,
and
doodles
red
when it was really
pan.
hot.
Yeah,
Right, the motherfuckers is real hot.
Okay, so that's the junk food. Now, what's like the favorite examples like a Italian beef dipped in
Italian beef dip soggy, and I'm a chicken head. Wings with mild sauce.
So whose wings?
Who's mouse sauce?
Good Lord.
Yeah. Whose
So-
wings? Whose mild sauce?
Whose wings and who mild sauce? Good one. So I could walk over to Wells and get some wings.
Oh, so you the west
I'm on the west
side.
side. You can't do shit with no. Nah.
So no Coleman's, no.
Coleman's got good rib tips.
Okay. Coleman's got good rib
They
tips.
got good rib tips. I
Rib
like
tips
them with
good
their
than the
rib tips.
motherfucker. Yeah.
But that salt, that mild sauce them Arabs got, I don't know where they getting it from. They got
Which
some
ones
good,
though?
No, Wells them. Them niggas got Wells. They not. Yeah, they're not even selling Wells in there. They sell chicken.
Politically correct. I think they prefer Arab, right?
Whatever fuck they is.
The
I care less. Arabs, I don't give a fuck.
All right.
You're wrong, nigga. You better go to the next. Cause I don't
Let's
fuck
go
with them
on-
neither.
Let's go on to the next. The next set.
Fuck them coming in our neighborhood selling bacon. I don't fuck with them. Go to
Coming
the next.
into our neighborhood selling bacon. That's a real conversation.
I don't like that shit.
That's a real conversation because they don't eat that shit.
No.
All right.
You better.
Well, he already been.
This the next segment.
The
Let me
next segment
vent.
is called "Let Me Vent." but
Shit.
doing that shit
You ready?
I think we should.
Mayor Johnson.
We gonna skip right.
No, why y'all doing that? Mayor Johnson.
He's been venting all this motherfucker.
Fuck Johnson. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know why y'all ain't let me get him.
We definitely skip.
Y'all ain't said nothing about his
we gonna
lazy
skip
ass.
Let Me Vent. Yeah, we not doing that.
Mhm.
He already did.
We not
They don't
doing
want me
that.
to vent.
Okay, did we do the Chicago favorites? Okay, no. So Chicago favorites, right?
Mhm.
This is. Well, we'll go through a few of them. What favorite Chicago comedian? Do you have one?
Favorite Chicago comedian?
You only get one.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac. Favorite Chicago
Agree.
vocalist? You only get one.
Favorite Chicago vocalist? Shaka Khan.
Period.
Favorite Chicago rapper?
Favorite Chicago rapper? Wild Style. I gotta give it to him. Wild Style is the first person that took me from, I was doing gospel and singing in church.
Really?
And that's the first nigga that took me in the studio to do some R&B shit.
Wow.
I would watch him with the original Crucial Conflict
You kidding me?
and watch them dance and rehearse.
Wow.
And I seen how
I do
hard he was on
remember
them.
that.
I was watching how hard he was on them.
I
and
do
I
remember
adored
that.
watching that nigga put together beats and
That's
that nigga took me
deep.
to the studio, bro. Wild is the reason I'm into this shit.
I
What
do remember
what I say
that.
about Wild Style is
Mm.
Wild Style is to Chicago what DJ Quick is
Yeah.
to Cap.
Yeah, and he's even saying it about you, Tox. You know what I mean? It's deeper than just production. With Tox
Yep.
and I get an
Yeah.
opportunity to call Tox. I have a lot of respect for him. The plethora of knowledge that Tox would have.
Mhm.
Right?
Thank you, man.
And another thing, even with Wild Style is very knowledgeable.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
Before
yes.
I don't give a fuck what contract it is. I call that nigga and I'm able to talk to him.
About anything.
And the sweetest heart.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I ain't
Yes.
saying it's just, because he family and nothing
Yeah.
like that. Real, genuine people. Another person that has been looked over,
Yep.
left
Absolutely.
out,
Absolutely.
stomped on, and still able to get up and help those other guys. When the whole Crucial Conflict ain't together, he flicking to put them together.
Yeah.
Another example of what I be talking
Yeah.
about, and we gonna get them on here too to talk, but niggas like Timberland and all them in the
Oh, yeah.
music industry will tell you that
They give him
Wild
his flowers.
Style
Yeah.
was one of their favorite
Favorite ones.
producers
Timberland
or
talk
the
about
nigga
that all the time.
all the time. So it's like these are the things that people never really hear.
Never know. And most people even look and be like, man, who is that?
Right.
And I know, like you said, that a lot of people that even forgot him, Kanye should have been reached. These are a lot of people that's the one thing in the city that we have is once we get on, we don't reach for each other. Not all of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because before I even met, before Toxic and I started working on the record, Toxic had reached to me years before.
Mhm.
Said, let's work.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of niggas that know you have talent.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that's different about other cities.
Yeah.
Them niggas work together. They in the studio all the
All
time.
the
together.
time.
Them
Working.
niggas trying to figure out how to get everybody on some publishing.
Yep.
Get some checks and get on the show.
Yep.
Us, we get the bag. We kind of scared that this dude gonna come up and we ain't gonna call him out and da-da-da-da-da. And that's one thing that we got to stop here in the city.
Absolutely. Actor. Favorite Chicago actor.
Favorite Chicago actor. Shit. Favorite Chicago actor. Let
You
me
need
think.
some examples?
Yeah.
So you got Lorenz Tate.
Okay.
Favorite Vice Lord. I'm just kidding. Favorite GD. Come on, let's talk about it like that. Favorite BD. I got a lot of favorites. To some niggas that matter. To some niggas that matter.
Favorite corner, goddamn.
Favorite corner to hang out on, nigga.
Hey, this nigga
Favorite weed spot.
crazy.
West Side, Chicago, right over Medicine. No,
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
so let's do we're gonna do the let's do the Chicago Mount Rushmore.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
So this is
Dirty Mountain.
wherever you
This
go.
could be rap
this
and
wherever
R&B or
this
whatever,
is
just
This
entertainment.
is anything. It's
Yeah.
wherever. This can be whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be in entertainment. It could be. These are your Mount Rushmore of Chicago people.
Absolutely.
Go.
Harold Washington.
Harold Washington.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. You love Shaka Khan.
Crucial Conflict.
Crucial Conflict.
Twister.
Twister.
Do or Die.
No, you only got 4 of them around.
Wait,
Mount
what
Rushmore,
shit,
so
man?
you better think this again.
Mount
Rushmore is.
There's only 4?
Mount Rushmore.
We need
is
to put some
4
more faces
hits
up there. Okay.
Go ahead, put your
only
faces
get
up there.
4, So
That's
think,
it.
you can think about
How
it.
the fuck I'm gonna get up there if I didn't say anybody else? I'm not supposed to say me.
We can start over.
R. Kelly. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's start over.
Okay. Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Here we go.
4 people.
Harold
Now,
Washington.
Crucial Conflict counts as 1 if that's where you're going.
Okay.
So Harold Washington is 1.
Harold Washington.
All right.
R. Kelly.
2.
Crucial Conflict.
3.
Twister.
4. I agree with that. I'm with that. All right, now. This is
My favorite stripper from Chicago. This kid. And my favorite pastor.
This is our last segment.
Okay.
Because we got to get this nigga out of here.
My favorite pastor.
So the last segment,
Favorite church.
the last segment is
Wait, I want to hear some of this shit.
I don't no, we're not doing that shit at all. Last segment is Pass the Ox.
Who? Oh, Pass the Ox.
So
Oh, nice. Like
so
it.
you know when you pass the
Plug
ox,
in.
Exactly. When you pass the ox, that means you trust the person's their taste. If you give a person your ox cord, that mean like
Yeah.
I really trust your judgment and your taste and everything that you got going on. So this is what we doing. When it comes down to this, who would you pass the ox to for us to the same thing that we did with you, got you on the platform on a podcast? Who would you recommend that
To plug
we
in.
plug into the ox, just like
Plug
what
in.
happened with you today?
They got to be music?
Yeah,
Just Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah, see, damn, I don't even.
And we talking about like when you think about it, like somebody that you feel has had an impact on you, but the culture in Chicago, and that you would consider like this is a person that y'all need to really
That
talk
you want
to.
to hear their story.
Talk
too.
to Wild Style and talk to him alone.
Him alone.
Is a story. Why? Because I think again, and because I was there in the mix, like I remember the first set of niggas that went out trying to go to LA to get deals.
Wow.
I can't speak from a side of Do or Die, Twisting, all of us. We all were doing it almost at the same time.
Yep. It was.
But I only can speak from a standpoint of where I was, and to watch it from the ground up, to watch that blossom. You know what I mean? We all flew out there damn near at the same time. When we flew there, it was almost unheard of that everybody that left with a deal. You know what I mean? And reason why I say him is because, you know, some street niggas that kind of got into the music business that he put on. You understand? They didn't know nothing about business. They just had, music. They just had maybe the business sense or maybe the money.
Got it.
But dude sat behind that board on a lot of shit.
Amazing.
A lot of shit, man. Like he's like the youngest old nigga. Like I know. Like for real, like a lot of stuff in like his heart when it come to music and you know what I mean? I'm talking about the Wild Style that they was doing moves and dancing at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was putting these things together. And I think that a lot of these artists got to hear from people like Toxic and him and Wild, especially when it comes to this music, because we were talking earlier about a standard.
Yeah.
And it was a standard. It's a standard when you go in the studio with these guys. that a lot of people say they want to be in the music business, and they probably think they surpass them because they've gotten into the business and done certain things. To me, with shit that don't matter. Like certain artists, I don't care you work with that artist. You got by because that shit is trash. You know what I mean? When I come in the studio with Toxic, I come in knowing that I got to have my shit together because he understands this business, and it's out of the city of Chicago.
Yep.
We got our own Dr. Dre's.
And he ain't local.
You know what I mean? It ain't local. Right. You know, so to see them guys, man, I would love to just see him and you guys, to see y'all all in both of y'all in the conversation is like two wizards at the table.
So when it comes down to Pass Knox, since you got a relationship with him, you got to help us get him on here. So you got to put in a word.
That's gonna
you
be
got to
easy.
vouch for us. Put in a word and get him here.
Hey, okay, I got you. Hey, can you get him on there for me? Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate you for coming, bro. We told you what this was when you came, that this is about celebrating our own. We don't want nobody else celebrating you and making you feel great elsewhere, or that you got to go elsewhere to get the love and the love and care, you know what I'm saying, for you as a person and your art that you deserve. So we want to give that to you. So Miss Liz Toussaint, Toussaint, is that how you pronounce it?
It's Toussaint.
Toussaint.
And I just want to say before Liz go, is you Miss Lace again?
Listen,
you crazy.
I'm just saying, no, that's her last name. I had to think about that.
It is.
She was like, I don't.
Yeah, I had to think of that.
I don't know if we're related.
Shit, I'm a stamps. Ain't too many motherfucking stamps.
I am a blood Toussaint.
Okay.
So I don't know, but I've never heard in my family anything about her. Alan Toussaint, I am blood related to.
I just hope you're not, because I said a lot of stuff about her, and I don't want to be talking about your cousin.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like her now, though. She's okay.
You like her now?
Not
I'm
really.
happy about
But somebody said she want to talk.
Not really.
Maybe we can get her on the show to talk to her.
I learned so much today.
Just go.
Absolutely.
So on today's episode of the Auxiliary Podcast, we learned that royalties need to be registered in order for you to get paid, and that sometimes when you're having a good time in the studio, you still got to do your business.
That's right.
We also learned that Casey is a bitch.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
You did.
That's what we learned.
Okay,
and we also learned that Ray J may not always tell the truth, but you would have to watch the.
And he's not as straight as he appears.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Y'all didn't learn that part. I did.
Make sure you get his book.
Make sure you get the book.
Just get the book.
We were talking to Danny Boy Stewart, the amazing vocalist today.
Thank you for watching the Auxiliary Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more dope content. Next up, we got the legendary J.I., Grammy-winning poet, author, and voice of Chicago. Here's a sneak peek.
So when you met Kanye, can you kind of give me a description of the kind of person that he was back then?
I mean, he was a Chicago dude, like cool, funny, style. Musically, he definitely, like, he